let's get into the Grammy nominations are out, and this will lead into our main event topic this week too, because Chapel Roan is a big winner in the nomination list. She's not
I
the.
will go.
Go ahead.
I will go ahead and say Sabrina Carpenter is the photo on this, and I do not like her. Continue.
I have mixed feelings about Sabrina Carpenter. Um,
I don't understand. Okay, continue.
no, go ahead. What don't you understand?
Ugh. Um, she's not the best vocalist. We all know she's not writing her own songs, and she's a lot bigger than
Yeah.
people.
So she's pretty.
Yeah.
So anyway, the pop music landscape has been awash in superstar juggernauts like Taylor Swift and Beyonce, headline-grabbing beefs like Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and a freshly minted gaggle of hitmakers such as Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Roan, Charlie, I don't know, XCX,
SPX. You
and
don't know who that is? She's been around a long time.
Shabuzi. Now, appropriately enough, each of the aforementioned artists, except Drake, who stopped submitting his music for Grammy consideration a while back, received loads of nominations when next year's Grammy Award contenders were announced this past Friday. Now, number one, it has been a massive year for women in pop, and I'd love to see that. Um, Remember back in 2018 when this is from NPR, by the way, when Neil Portnow, then head of the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences, said that women needed to quote unquote step up after that year's Grammys were overwhelmingly won by men. Yeah, he sucked. This year, women dominate the major categories, which is awesome. In Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, 6 of the 8 nominees are headlined by women, though several share billing with male counterparts. And while the Best New Artist field is split 50-50, the overwhelming frontrunners are Chapel Roan and Sabrina Carpenter, are both women. Now, as expected, Beyonce leads the field, and that's probably the biggest controversy from this this announcement of nominations. First of all, anybody who's giving Beyonce any kind of hate just doesn't understand. She has 99 career Grammy nominations. That is fucking insane. Like,
I agree.
that's insane. Now, mind you, she's only won 32% of the time. But even that, 32 Grammys. Like, what? That's crazy. And
That is crazy.
I think the controversy lies in the fact that she is nominated in several genres that she is not known for, like country, and she even got an Americana nod this year. She did. And that just goes to show the genius of Beyonce. She put out a record, and she put several styles and genres on the record. And I almost feel like she did it just for this reason, to see if she could get nominated in as many different things as she could.
I mean, good for her, but come on, Beyonce, let other people fucking shine. You've done had your time.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, how many fucking Grammys do you need,
See,
bitch?
I
Sit
could
your ass
feel that
down.
way, but if you're good, you're good, right? Like as
I
a
know, but
as a
fuck.
football fan, I used to be not I used to be. I am a Patriots fan. They used to be good. And no, I don't want them to share the spotlight. I want them to win Super Bowls for fucking ever if it's possible. It's like kind of like the way probably Chiefs fans feel right now. Like the Chiefs are winning almost every year. Sure, I want the Chiefs to lose and give somebody else a chance. But if they're the best, by God, they deserve to win. And that's kind of how I feel about Beyonce and other people that are nominated. Taylor Swift is another good example who deserves the spotlight, I
Oh, yeah.
feel. Um, but anyway, Chapel Roan and Sabrina Carpenter join a select group. Now, the Grammys have 4 general cross genre categories, which have collectively come to be known as the Big Four. These are the 4 awards that everybody is vying to have because they are essentially the 4 big ones. There are 4 big Grammys, and then there are all the other Grammys. And being a Grammy winner is amazing. Being a Big Four winner is a different thing altogether. It's just a whole different thing. The big
Yeah.
four are Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. And those are all non genre specific, they
Hmm.
encompass all music. Now, in the history of the awards, Only 13 artists have been nominated in all 4 categories during the same year. The most recent of those was Olivia Rodrigo in 3 years ago, who, by the way, I love.
Also,
Go ahead.
I want you to read the next part because technically Billie Eilish is Phineas. So
Yeah, Phineas kind of did it that year too, but it didn't count because he was nominated for Best New Artist as a solo act. But his other nominations in that year's Big Four were headlined by his sister, Billie Eilish. So yeah, technically they deserve that as well. However, in the latest round of nominations, both Chappell Roan and Sabrina Carpenter are up for each of the Big Four. If either happens to sweep, she'll become only the 3rd artist ever to do so, after Christopher Cross in 1981 and Billie Eilish in 2020. Side note, I'm hoping to have Christopher Cross on my podcast kind of soon. Hopefully next year. That's side note. But anyway, one thing I do have a problem with here is Sabrina Carpenter has 6 fucking albums out.
Sabrina Carpenter is ass.
But again, I will say, whether you like her or not like her, she has 6 fucking albums out.
And here's my thing.
That's like nominating fucking Toby Keith as Best New Artist. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, what are the qualifications to be Best New Artist if you have 6 fucking albums out?
That's nothing.
Yeah, I'm just like, no.
Okay. I was about to say something so mean. This is why I'm not talking about this. This is why I decided not to. Just because you want to look like a hoe don't mean shit. That's why you knew.
Anyway, the category of Best New Artist could really use a rebrand. This is according to NPR. Perhaps to something like Best Breakthrough Artist. Yeah, that would make sense. Because newness is very much in the eye of the beholder here. No, it is not. New is very simple. If you haven't done something before, you are fucking new. If you've done it before, you are not new. And so, therefore, you should not be up for an award that has the word new in it. Now, if you have just released your record or within 3 years or whatever, you have a new record out, then sure, you should be up for new artists like Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan's been doing this a while, too. But this new record is her record. It's what made her big. Sabrina Carpenter's been doing this a long time. She has 6 records out. She's not new.
Sabrina Carpenter is nothing more. Was she on Disney?
I don't know. I'll keep it real. I don't know anything about her. I just know that the videos are essentially just pandering to male thirst, essentially.
Yeah, it is.
In my opinion.
I'm pretty sure she was on Disney. I remember her. I'm pretty sure. Her and, like, Dove Cameron. Hold on. I'm checking myself on this. Disney? Yep. Disney Channel. Okay, let's see. Girl Meets World. She did a reboot.
Okay.
She was on Girl.
Yeah, like I said,
so that's when it started. It's another Disney bullshit, and that's why I don't like it. She's not good.
Apparently, one of the other nominees who is named Crewing Bin, I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Oh, yeah.
They have been cranking out albums since 2015. 2015, that's 10 years ago. And they're up for new artist for Grammy. I'm sorry. Yes, they definitely need a rebrand. Perhaps you should do, like, I don't know, breakthrough artist or emerging artist or something like that. But, like, new is not going to work with this at all. Like, not at all. And then you get the other confusing stuff, too, with record versus song of the year. Like, what the fuck is the difference? What is, like, it seems like the same thing, but it's not. And there is a distinction that I'm going to try to get to here. It turns out that Song of the Year is an award for the composition of the song, which goes to the songwriters of the song. Okay? And Record of the Year is an award for the complete package of the song, which includes production, performance, and the vibe. So in other words, if Lynn wrote a song that was up for Song of the Year, and you did not perform the song, you would get the Grammy for that song. But the artist would not, because it is Song of the Year. It goes to the songwriter. Record of the Year if you were nominated for that, the artist would also get it, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
but anyway, it seems like perhaps they should change I don't know, change the name of that as well. That's just weird.
That is weird.
And there is a very, very old song. Let's see, the record of the year field does include one very old song, a bar song, Tipsy, which is famously interpolates Jaquan's 2004 hit Tipsy. But the Recording Academy went even further back for the award's premier category. John Lennon wrote and recorded his demo of the Beatles' Now and Then sometime around 1977. We talked about this. But the song wasn't finished or released until 2023. Naturally, it came out with a huge surge of fanfare, though it's more curiosity than classic. Still, it's one of 8 songs nominated for Record of the Year in 2025. At least it's not up for New Record of the Year, right?
Yeah.
Which is not a thing. Let's see here. They're saying that some of the biggest snubs this year were Dua Lipa.
I really.
Zach Bryan didn't have any nominations.
My biggest thing is with Sabrina Carpenter is like her and Chappell Roan are toe to toe. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Apparently, they're really close friends as well.
Please, 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 bitch. Sorry.
Oh my gosh! Tell me how you really feel.
That's why I didn't talk about this. Notice how quiet I've been.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Let me see here. I just wanted to give you guys some stats if I could. Go ahead.
My biggest thing is like, and we're going to talk about Chappell,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, she's just, I have not seen an artist like her in a long time, it feels like.
I agree. And just so down to earth as well, but we'll get into that here in a minute.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if there was like a statistics. I'm not finding it, and I don't really want to. I know Taylor had a lot. I know Chappell Roan had 6. I think Beyonce had 11. Let's see here. So the three top categories: record, song, and album of the year. Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, and Beyonce are in all of those. They all are nominated for that. I think we should just all throw them into an MMA ring and see who wins.
What?
Katie likes that idea.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking like, who would it be? I feel like Beyonce's getting kind of up there in age. I don't know. I know Sabrina can't fight for shit.
But that means Beyonce probably knows some fucking tricks, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know. It's either Beyonce or Chappell. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've seen Chappell Roan go off on them photographers, though. She's got some attitude.
Yeah,